One.
Okay, guys. Now that we're completely signed up for the social media stuff, this is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and then for your Remind stuff, and we'll go over Remind stuff later. But I also now wanted to get into what we call the handbook. So the handbook is a packet of information that you will need throughout the course of the year. We're going to break this day up. We're going to break handbook up into 4 days. So it's like 5 minute day here, 10 minute day here, whatever we need. I'm going to try to get through everything pretty quick. I'm going to do it quicker this year than I ever have. But at the same time, it's really important information. So we're not going to skip anything, but we might just briefly touch on something and move on. So go back to the choir website. You shouldn't have left it. Go back to the choir website and go on to documents. Okay. So documents, the first document at the top is the Seymour HS Choir's handbook. Download that file. Download that file. And I do want to get this moving today. So if you are having troubles, maybe lean over and look at someone else's handbook, and we'll figure it out later. But you should have that file downloaded. Of course, now open it, and you can save it to your Google Drive. I'm not going to print out a bunch of these. I'm going to print out a handful to put in the white bin. So if you want one, there's a hard copy. There's a paper version of it for you. But by and large, we're going to do this completely paperless this year, or almost completely paperless this year. So right there's the cover page, just a simple blank cover page, Seymour High School Choir, Seymour High School Choral Department Handbook, 2019-2020. I'm your director. Right there at the bottom of that cover page, please read this handbook in its entirety, as it provides parents and students with important information you will need throughout the school year. And then more information, go to our website, and you already know where that is. You should have that tab even open. So you're going to use that website this year. Your parents are going to use that website this year. It's going to be awesome. So here's some inspiration for you, that I like, just some things that we've encountered over the years. So music expresses that which cannot be said, and on which it is impossible to be silent. Victor Hugo. Ah, music, he said, wiping his eye, a magic beyond all we do here. Almost Dumbledore, and in the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Man, just falling over that one. For some reason, I fall over that one every year. Okay, music can change the world because it can change people. And that's Bono from U2, the band U2. And if I cannot fly, let me sing, Stephen Sondheim. Okay, some goals that we have for this year. I'm going to provide superior musical educational opportunities and experiences for all students in the Seymour High School choirs, and I mean that all students. To represent Seymour High School by winning awards and gold ratings at the choral festivals and competitions. And then another short-term goal is to receive a bid to compete at the ISSMA state finals competition. And then long-term goals to evaluate the human condition through the musical arts. And rather, that's to elevate the human condition through the musical arts. So that's you and our audience. To create lifelong learning and independent learners through the medium of music. To cultivate a love and respect for all music amongst all students. That's big for me. I want you to come out of this class loving all music. The stuff you always listen to, and this new stuff. And then final long-term goal is to win the ISMA state finals competition in either SSAA, which is women's choirs, or SATB, which is mixed choirs. So short-term goals, long-term goals there. Here is a table of contents. You know how those work. They are in numerical order where they on the page. So just if you need something, skim it and you will find it. And then you can go right to that page. There's a little introduction. So now we're on page 4. Page 4 of the handbook. Introduction. There's been a great choral tradition here at Seymour High School for many decades, going back to the 50s and 60s. And I intend to keep that tradition and even build upon it. We've got some amazing opportunities here, and this is truly an amazing program. And this is I'm very blessed and honored to be here. But we're going to keep moving in the direction of upward. There is so much growth we can do here, and so many ambitious goals that we have. And one of them is to become one of the best choir programs in the state. And we're quickly approaching that. And it is because of your hard work and your talents and your skill sets that it's even possible. So I'm really excited to continue that with you guys. About the director, there's a little snippet about me. I gave you, like, the first day we went over some things, but there is just, I grew up in Michigan, went to Western Michigan University, went to Mona Shores High School. I taught, my first job was at Prairie Heights, where I taught 5th and 6th grade general music, and then 7th through 12th choir. Did a bunch of great stuff. And then, of course, I mentioned my amazing wife, Kelsey, and my adorable and just awesome son, Merrick, there at the end. So, and then I'm excited to keep going with this program into the 2019-2020 school year. So there's a little letter to your parents, and actually today I'm going to send home a different letter to your parents, which will be part of a homework assignment for you, and just need that in. We'll go over that in a little bit. And in this packet, you'll find more information. Thank you to all the parents who helped out. There's a little parent involvement section in this handbook. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And then I have given my, I'm about to let out. So then my contact information right there, my preferred method of contact is my school email. The last thing we're going to do today on the handbook, how are we doing on time? We're doing just fine. The last thing we're going to do today on the handbook is ensemble descriptions. Not going to even walk you through these, or not even going to read these through, but essentially you kind of know what the system is, the setup is for the choir program. Our academic / co-curricular ensembles. We have advanced SATB, or varsity chorale, who is our advanced SATB. They meet 7th period. They do advanced music, advanced sight singing, classical music, musical theater, vocal jazz, all sorts of great stuff. Pop songs, but that would be everyone this year. Serenus, which is our advanced SSAA, advanced women. Again, advanced music that we're singing, advanced sight reading that we're doing. Owl tones, which is our intermediate SAB, or rather this year it's probably SATB, which is awesome. That's males and females, intermediate to advanced level of sight reading and singing and literature, or repertoire is what we call it. Those are another words for songs. Beginning men's choir, or beginning TBB or TTB, depending on the guys in there. We start out with the fundamentals of music making, the fundamentals of vocal technique, the fundamentals of sight reading, and we move on. Same thing with Con voce, which is our beginning women's choir. We start out with the fundamentals of singing, vocal technique, sight singing, all that stuff. And so those are all during the day academic / co-curricular choirs. And then the extracurricular ensembles, which sometimes we have some that start up. We have barbershop groups, we have a cappella groups. So like barbershop was the Blazing Boys and Henry and the Heartbreakers. And then we've had Groovy Shutters. And we're about to let out. So Groovy Shutters was our a cappella group a couple years ago and last year. And then the other one that I am in charge of is called Chamber Choir, and they meet on Mondays and Thursdays during SRT, and occasionally on Wednesdays, like when we're approaching a date or like an event or something. And it's sort of like, in some ways, it's sort of like a mini varsity chorale, because they do advanced sight singing, they do advanced literature, but they also travel a little bit more because they're a smaller group. I can get them on one bus. They don't travel a bit more. They do some different travel things. And then they also do Solon Ensemble Festival. So that is February 8th for district. And if we make state, that's February 22nd. So that is what I've got for today. That is handbook. And now that I know I'm clocked out at 10 minutes, I'm going to have to do all of these in 10 minutes, which is pretty cool. Some of these, I don't know if I can do that in 10 minutes, but we're going to make it work today. But that is handbook day 1, super simple stuff, but I'm really excited for this year. We will see you next time. Bye.